Nice tall proud chest. Good. Take your thumbs, find your lower ribs. Yep, fingertips touching on the abs. Perfect. And as you breathe in, try to expand out those hands by expanding your trunk. Breathe in deep. Good. And it out. And in. And out. This time we're going to hiss. Take a deep breath in. Control those ab muscles. Good. Keep it going. And when it's done, just let it die. Very good, very good. I like that. And I didn't see your instrument collapse, so make sure whenever you're doing that work or anytime that you're on the end of your breath, don't let your chest collapse in like a bellows, you know, like an accordion, and like try to squeeze out that last bit of air. You know?
Yep.
So keep the instrument aligned the whole time. No air left, but it's still nice and dull. I'm not doing this. Cool. So good job with that. Keep that forward in the singing. Whenever you feel like you're starting to run low on air, don't let this collapse. Keep it nice and tall and elevated. So show me your singer's posture and give me a couple sighs and sirens. Oh. Woo. Good. Can you go top to bottom? Or sorry, yeah, top to all the way from the top, all the way down into the bottom of your chest. Yeah, get all the way down to the bottom there. You still kind of died out in the middle. Get all the way into the bottom. Better. Good, good, good. So it's not a bad thing to stop in the middle there. What it generally means is that you're just using more of your head voice than of your chest voice. We talked about before, those are just two separate muscles. And so you're avoiding that switch over, which is okay, because I want you to have a nice, relaxed, open head voice. It's beautiful. But you need to also practice transitioning from one to the other, because that's where the cracks and wobbles are. And the reason why your instinct is telling you don't go any lower is because it knows that your voice is going to crack a little bit and wobble a little bit when it switches over. And that's why we need to practice that, because it will keep cracking and wobbling until we've practiced it enough that it doesn't. So don't avoid practicing it because it sounds bad. The fact that it sounds bad is why we need to practice it more. So spend more time on that. Just starting in the high and going to the low. You don't have to start at the very, very high or and go all the way to the very, very bottom. It can be more of that medium. As long as it's starting in the high voice and ending up in the low voice. That's the goal. And I'd rather that come top down for a while. It's okay to do bottom to up and bottom up and down. Ooh. It's okay, that's better long term because you want to be able to do both of them easier. But the easier transition to make without damaging yourself is top down. So it's better to start with that until that feels really comfortable and then do more of the bottom up after that.
Okay.
So don't feel like you need to do any bottom up for now, but if you do, it's fine. Just try not to scream. No. Woo! Always float over the top.
Okay.
Starting with humming. Good again. Good. Na na na. Na 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 na. Get here with me on this first pitch. Good. Listen once. Na 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 with me. Na 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 na. Good. Nice and light on the top. Na 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 na. Good job. Na 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 na. Beautiful. Good job. Na 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 na. I like that sound. Na na na. Nice and open and relaxed. Na 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 na. Good. Na na sounds great. You're getting a lot. You respond to the cues well. So when I tell you to lighten up, free it up, relax it in that middle transition, fixed everything immediately. It was really off pitch for a second there, but we caught it when we paused, got together on the starting note, lightened it up a little bit. Everything was in tune after that, so it's really good. I think that you just need to get, one of the long-term things for you is going to be building the habit of double-checking your starting pitches. Just listening more carefully, being more deliberate about the start of whenever you go to sing a song, whenever you go to sing an exercise. Because I think you just go on autopilot sometimes. You're just like, oh, it's just because the exercises are very simple compared to what you do on the piano, right? You know, like that is just 3 notes up and down. You could do that all day on the piano in every key with no problem, right?
If you're shot tired.
Yeah, exactly. You just keep going. Like it's a simple pattern. The brain doesn't have to work very hard, right? When you're playing that on the piano. But for your voice, every time it shifts, even though it's the exact same notes, it doesn't feel like that much of a shift, like you're not doing a new song. But every time it shifts, it's in a different place in the muscles. So you have to readjust what you're doing. When you were first learning the piano, it was very different to do 1, 2, 3, 2, 1 on all white keys compared to like black, black, white, black, black. If you're doing in between versus like a where would we go? Black, white, 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 black is going to be different than white, black, 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 white, right? So that like those transitions in your fingers felt weird the first couple times. Now you've done it so long, it's no problem at all. You have to develop that same thing in your voice, that you've done it so long you can afford to go on autopilot. Right now you're so good at music in general outside of singing that I think you go on autopilot with the singing, and that's where the pitch goes away. Because you're not thinking deliberately about the pitch, because you know inside your head what it should be, but you're not connecting that to your voice. So just be a little bit more deliberate when we go into there, just focus a little bit more clearly and make sure you're checking against your ear. Am I singing exactly what's coming out of the piano right now, or am I a little under, am I a little over? Because I think you already have the discrimination skills in your ear. I think you've already built that up. It's really more a matter of focus than anything. So stand back up, and let's go down in the low range. Ni, ne, na. Ni, ne, na. Full chest, because we're going to go down to the low stuff. Ni, ne, na. Ni, ne, na. Ni, ne, na. Sound on the bottom. Oh. Yeah, that was a low F sharp, which is a little bit out of your range there for now, so don't worry. Keep working on that low extension, the high stuff, practice the ends of your range in a gentle, relaxed way. But you will notice very quickly, if you keep doing your warm-ups and practice on your low end, you will notice the change in that very dramatically over the next couple of years. Because I would not be surprised to see you get 3 or 4 more notes on your bottom end in the next year and a half. Maybe even sooner than that, considering you haven't done a lot of training in your life. It might be those notes are already in there and they just haven't come out yet because you haven't done any real extended choir and voice training kind of work. So you can actually track that. Whereas the high notes, like if anything, you're going to lose a couple high notes as you continue finishing your voice change, because you have nice, easy access to your light, floaty high stuff, which is great, it's beautiful, but you're not going to see as much progress up there because you're going through your voice shift, which is when men's voices drop. So you're going to see, if anything, you're going to see those notes get a little bit more difficult over time on the top, but on the bottom, you'll really notice the change. It's like when you learn a new key in playing piano, and you're like, oh, cool, I've got this new scale that I can play now. I couldn't play in E flat before, and now I can. Whatever. F sharp minor or something. Oh, cool, now I can do this scale. So that's a really cool thing as part of the voice, to actually see progress. It's like, oh, this note sounded really bad 2 weeks ago, but now I can sing it really well. That's a cool thing. So track your bottom end. Let's go up to the top end, and then we'll do our solfege, and then we'll jump into our song. Stand up, yep. Yeah, let's do that. I love to sing, make sure you're nice and floaty on the top. I love to sing.